Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope that all of you are doing great. We've been having nasty weather everywhere, I think, and flood everywhere. So I hope everybody are staying dry, right? So today we are going to address a discussion that we haven't been able to cover in our fourth meeting. So actually, technically, it is supposed to be the fifth meeting, but in the fifth meeting, we're going to do something else. So that's why I record this video. This is so sad. I'm using the Valentine's Day to record a video for you, but I love my students, so. In the last meeting, we have talked about the type of speech based on delivery. And today we are going to talk about the types of speech based on purpose. Actually, we were supposed to cover this discussion in the fourth meeting, but I think we did not have enough time. So that's why I record this video so that you guys can watch at home, right? But before we have further discussion on this, we're going to review on our previous meeting on the types of speech based on delivery. We are going to take a minute to review on our previous meeting. So we know four types of speeches, right? The first one is extemporaneous, and then impromptu speech, a speech based on manuscript, and memorized speech. The extemporaneous speech is, I guess, the most popular speech that we do every day. We are going to have a limited preparation for the speech. Usually it will be based on notes and it's more conversational. So one example that I gave in our previous meeting was a yoga trainer when she or he teaches the audience some particular yoga moves. Then the impromptu speech. So for this type of speech, the speaker doesn't have any preparation. So usually it will be done spontaneously on whatever is happening in that particular moment and also based on the speaker's ideas. The next one, a speech based on manuscripts. In this particular speech, the speaker is going to read the entire manuscript. It is almost the same as the memorized speech, but instead of reading manuscript, in the memorized speech, the speaker has practiced the speech maybe thousands of times over and over and over again so that she or he is able to memorize word by word for the speech. Alrighty. So now we're going to start discussing the types of speech according to purpose. If you see the pie here, oh my God, it makes me hungry. So the pie here stands for persuasive speech, informative speech, and entertaining speech, or entertainment, basically. Actually, the three types of speeches here are not going to be exclusive, meaning that each speech is not going to stand by itself. So it is going to be better to treat them not in isolation. Speakers usually combine three types of speeches in one single speech. So it is going to make sense if a speaker wants to inform others in an entertaining style. So, by sharing something funny, by sharing joys or something that will make the audience happy, right? Another speaker is going to inform the audience using something funny and entertaining, and at the same time, persuading the audience to do something according to the information given. So you can always find a combination of these three types of speeches. All right, further discussion on this one by one. The first one is the P in pie. Okay, So you see the picture of coffee here. This is for persuasive speech. The goal of the speech is to influence the audience. So in this particular speech, we influence the audience's thoughts, feelings, actions, and behaviors or their attitude according to the topic that we deliver in the speech. And we also act as a supporter of that particular idea or belief or attitude because we want the audience to follow, to do, to act according to the information that we give to them, right? Okay. And in this particular speech, we also change people's perceptions and convince them that our argument is more important, more practical, is better, is more doable, more attainable. So here are the examples of this particular speech. How to stay fit during the work from home, learning from home situation. You know, so in this speech, you are going to persuade, you are going to share your belief, something that probably based on your experience that you believe is true, and then you want to share with the audience, persuade them so that they're going to follow what you do to stay fit during the stay home order. Hopefully, those people are going to follow you. The second example, actually, it is taken from my YouTube channel. Why calling ourselves the non native English speaker is actually not a good idea. So, if you're curious about why it is not suggested, go to my YouTube channel and watch the video. It is called Tackling the Native Speaker's Bias, and it's very interesting, especially for English as a foreign language speakers like us. Next, the I and Pi. So it is the informative speech. The goal of this particular speech is to give information. So in this speech, we explain, we demonstrate, we instruct the audience about different objects, events, process, and ideas. It can be new ideas or it can be some ideas that we practice every day, but we want the audience to be clear about this type of information. So, for example, an advisor informs students on how to finish thesis writing on time. In this speech, the speaker is going to share informations probably based on her or his experience in writing thesis, okay, rich in informations related to finishing thesis writing on time. And then a barista explains about how to prepare a dalgona coffee. This type of coffee is super, super, super trendy right now, especially during the stay home, work from home situation. So people are going to upload, a picture on her or his dalgona coffee she or he prepares, right? Empty. I'm so sad. Okay. So it is about the process actually. So when a barista explains about how to prepare a dalgona coffee, then he or she is going to share a process of preparing that type of beverage. Okay. Another example is when a lecturer shares her recent research, starting from the beginning to the end. So, for example, when she does that, it will include some kind of events, process, and probably ideas involved in the research preparation, doing it, and probably publishing it. Okay. So, finally, the E in the pie. Okay. Entertainment speech. The objective of this speech is to share joy to the audience. So, in this particular speech, the speaker is going to entertain or amuse the audience by using funny stories or anecdotes, telling jokes, dramatize experiences so they will become funny and very interesting. And Sometimes it can also come from, you know, scary story, because scary story can be funny in a way. Okay. The examples of this particular speech is how to survive in a corona global pandemic situation. That's why I share a bottle of corona in here, to give a little bit of drama in our working from home, learning from home situation, right? It's not supposed to be sad and boring and frustrating all the time, because we're going to be tired of that. So sometimes we need something, well, something funny. Even though I don't drink, but I think this is funny. Corona. The next example, your first day of class in an English speaking university. Well, not everybody are going to be able to attend an English speaking university, right? So you can also insert something that is entertaining, interesting, and probably funny, related to, for example, your unforgettable experience in class when you misunderstood your Chinese classmates when they talk in English, right? It can be mean, but yeah, it depends. You can make it funny. You can dramatize something to make it funny. Alrighty. So for the rest of the discussion related to the types of speech based on purpose, please, please visit Lucas, especially chapters 15, 16, and 17. Alrighty. So actually, there's going to be a task following session 5, which is going to be a very simple task on evaluating speech based on task 2 and 3. So remember, task 2 is when you recorded a video on two hashtags, right? The No Indonesian Girls and anti-mask, right? And then task 3 was when you created Prezi, right? So I would like you to evaluate one of your friends' video and visual. So one video, one visual. I don't care whose video and whose visuals, but you need to evaluate one and one. Okay? This is the rubric that you're going to use to evaluate your friend's video, speech video, and visual. Just follow whatever is written here, and then the total score is going to be, if they are perfect, okay? If you're being kind, please be kind. Please be kind to your friends. Okay, so if they're perfect, they're gonna get 100 total score. Okay, don't forget to write your suggestions in here. And I think it would be best if you rewrite this rubric into Word documents, so that you can put your name, and identification over there, so that I will be able to identify who is doing what, right? Alrighty. So I think we're good to go. In the next meeting, we are going to talk about preparing speech, starting from self preparation, topic preparation, and preparing the opening, the body, and the closing of the speech. I'm going to see you in class. Take care of yourself and people around you. Bye, guys.